What about the blue spots on his hands that he would always blame me for? All those green dots all over his hands. How he goes to the doctor and the doctors can't figure it out. He said it's probably nothing.
Well, I know sometimes he has a little bit of blue spots or whatever, you know.
Well, they're permanent.
But
They're permanent all over his hands, and no one can explain it. But
no, I don't know.
Yeah, and he would blame me every month, show me. Yeah.
Nobody. I'm not blaming you.
And then Chris and what's his face at that restaurant in Curtis where you guys would always have breakfast. Remember? And her jewelry got stolen. Oh, was she Cuban?
Okay.
Chris and Danae.
Yes.
And they had cameras in the washrooms.
Yeah. I guess so.
Yeah, and just before that, your husband was bragging about how her house got broken into and all of her jewelry got stolen and how she shouldn't be bragging about wearing all that jewelry. Yeah, because you guys were selling drugs out of the washroom and they wanted to prove it, but instead the police nailed them for having cameras instead.
Danae and that there, well, we were never close to them.
But you guys went there every day. And you guys used that small business to push drugs. And how Marcel Rene Gauthier, when I was 19 years old, used to try to get me to sell pills. But instead he got Jesse to sell pills and drugs.
Well, I didn't know anything about that neither. I'm sorry. Because I wouldn't have approved of that. Because I don't do drugs. I don't do drugs. I don't have drugs in my house. I don't want to have anything to do with that.
Well, you used to pop pills like they were candy, remember?
I don't do that anymore. Yeah. I don't do that anymore.
Yeah, okay.
Like I have on my right side, I have rheumatism arthritis, and that goes on my dad's side, like your great Aunt Linda. Okay, she's got the same as what I have, and it runs in my dad's side of the family.
I don't care.
Your grandfather.
I don't care.
Okay, so sometimes I deal with pain.
We're not talking about that.
But I don't do that.
Not anymore.
I don't pop pills. I don't do any. I'm not on any medication.
Not
Touch
anymore.
wood. It's been years. We've been here 6 years, and I don't do that.
Yep. And as soon as you moved in, that military family that was next door had to move. Brand new house, brand new subdivision. They were next to you. That military family upped and left instantly.
Well, I don't know anything about that.
You're the one that told me all about it. I've never been at that house before.
Well, we lived in Curtis.
No, in North Bay. In North Bay.
In North Bay.
Yeah, you guys bought a brand new house, brand new subdivision, and that military family up and left because of you guys.
Oh, well, they had to leave because it was a husband and wife, and they were in the army. They were military.
I know.
And they had to be, and they had young boys or whatever, right? Well, they had to move because they were located someplace else that they had to work. That's what happened. It had nothing to do with us.
Yeah,
that's what she said. She says we have been